spoken. You kind of why Purdue you from Auburn, the Plains?
I just felt like this was the best opportunity for me to come and be a part of something great. I feel like Coach Odom was building something great, and I just felt like, I was wanted here, and I could come in and play right away and compete for a starting job, being around a bunch of guys that came with me. I feel like it's going to be a great team, and it was just the best fit for me.
You were an offensive lineman with a lot of eligibility left who had starting experience. I'd imagine there was a lot of interest in you. Like, what was that experience like? How many schools did you hear from?
In the portal?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of schools. I can't even name on top of my head, but I already knew where home was. This was my first visit, and I couldn't turn this opportunity down because Coach Odom, he's a family person, and you see the guys that came with him from UNLV, you can't get no better than that.
What stood out about this place on that first visit?
On that first visit? Just how much confidence Coach Odom, Coach Henson, and Coach Weiss installed in me. And they walked me in. First thing they pointed at was the All-American board, and we haven't had an All-American offensive lineman since 2000. They just feel like I could be that guy, and I just got to keep going that way to be that person for them.
What makes you a good center?
At center?
Yeah, what makes you a good center?
What makes me a good center? I feel like I'm a student of the game. I can read a lot of defenses, and I had a lot of experiences, especially in the SEC, just seeing a whole bunch of defenses. We played Georgia, Texas A&M, stuff like that. So you see all these defenses all over the world, and my snaps are consistent, and I just feel like I'm a guy people want to be around and can play with. So I just feel like that's the best opportunity for me to go to the next level too.
What excites you most about starting Big Ten play?
I always tell my mom, like, I get to play all the schools now. Like, I went to the Big Ten, and now I get to play schools like USC, Ohio State, teams like that. It's schools that you dreamed about playing when you grow up.
Coach Weiss said when he watched your film that before you got here, he knew you were a center. Did you think you were a center also?
Yes, sir. I moved my position to center in the spring at Auburn. Last year I played guard. They were just getting me out, just being versatile. But I feel like me being at center is the best opportunity for me just to play in college and the next level.
How important is versatility where, I think Gio, Ethan, yourself can both play, or all three can play guard and center?
Yes, sir. I feel like that's great because if I go down, we got 4 more guys behind me that can go in and play and execute the calls and the snaps and get everybody on the same page. So I feel like that's always a big standpoint because we got, Jalen St. John can go out and play tackle some if he needs to. We just got a lot of versatility on the offensive line. I feel like that's what stood out to me the most too because we had a lot of guys that compete for different spots and not just be one spot.
What strikes you about Ethan Trent? He's a guy who was a walk-on before you got here, and now he's starting alongside you.
Yes, sir. Ethan Trent, man, he's a hard-working man. I love that kid, and I appreciate him coming out here and working every day. And, kids that get put on scholarship, they're going to be a great player. And I feel like he's going to be a Purdue man, and I feel like, he's going to be able to do a lot in his life.
The coaching staff talked about how you really emerged later in camp. Just kind of talk us through that transition and what kind of clicked for you.
Coming in the summer and they want you to play center right away, you got to learn the calls, the formations and all that. Just learning all that, it takes time to learn that. And throughout camp, they just put me at guard and center, just see what I can do, And I feel like, me being at center was the most comfortable for me at this spot.
Describe facing off against Chops Harkless.
Chops Harkless? Oh, yeah, that's a big boy. He get me prepared every week, man. When you go get 350 plus every week, you go see guys like that in the Big Ten, especially in the run game. So I feel like me going against him every day is helping me get better as a run blocker.
This is going to be
supposed to be kind of slow, though, right?
350? He's supposed to be kind of slow? No, he's not slow. He's a little twitched up.
This is going to be the toughest defense you guys have faced to date this season.
Yeah.
What are some ways you feel like you guys in the offense have progressed to meet those challenges this week?
Yes, sir. I feel like every week we came out here and prepared the same. Like I feel like we don't change no competition. Like we don't treat nobody different because SIU came out, hit us in the mouth early, and we can't take nobody lightly, and we got to come out there and do the same thing we always been doing and work. So we always working, but by game, you always gonna get better.
Do you feel like this line is better at pass blocking or run blocking, one or the other? You've kind of done, the first game you threw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Last game you ran the ball down the throat.
Yeah. I feel like we can do both, and I feel like we're going to do both for the rest of the season. And I feel like if we can't do one thing, we're going to be able to do the other one in the game.
What changed for you guys as an offensive line from week 1 to week 2?
I would just say more strain. I feel like the first week we came out there, we didn't play as physical as we could. And the second week we came out there and ran the ball like efficiently how we were challenged to by Coach Odom. And Coach Odom wanted to see that, and we went out there and performed. And I just feel like guys are slowly emerging because we got a lot of people that haven't played snaps on the offensive line. So we just, just getting game by game, people getting better.
What do you know about Purdue before you came on your visit? Anything?
Drew Brees. That's about it.
You're gonna meet Drew this week.
Oh no, I used to watch Marcus Embo though. He's a really good player. So.
Anything else? What makes